Now we will create a drawing of the pillar, so I will press and hold the Control key and then left click on the pillar to select it in part level. Then I right click and choose Create Drawing from Part, and the template window will open, and here I will select A4P part and double click, and the view creation window will open and the pillar will show up here in the view creation window. And as you noticed that there is another window that has opened here to the left, and we see the structure here as we see it in the Scene browser. And the reason why it has opened is because when I right click the pillar and selected Create Drawing from Part, this box was selected. Select Part Assembly to Project. So when it was selected, this window opened and the pillar was selected, and it showed up here in this view creation window. So that's a quick way to pick apart and create a drawing of it. Another way of doing it is if I now select the Sterling engine here and click Apply and close this window by uncheck this box. So if I have the Sterling engine open in the scene as I have right now, and then I come up here to click on the template button and open the template window and select the drawing template, then I select the template, this view creation window will open with the Sterling engine. So here I can check this box and this window will open, and then I can select the pillar and click Apply, and we have the pillar here now in this window. So the first way of selecting a part in the scene and right click and choose Create a Part from the drawing and choose Create Drawing from Part is a quicker way of doing it than I just did. So now when the pillar is selected, I will come over here to rotate the pillar so that this surface will be pointing to the right. So we will have it this way. This will be the front view, and we will only select one view here because later we will create a section view of the pillar. So now I will select Standard and 1 to 1, and then I'll click OK, and I will place the view here to the right because the section view will be placed here to the left. So now if we come closer or zoom in, we see that we have information about the holes that we have added to the pillar. So I will select the pillar, come over here to show hidden edges. So now we see where the holes are. So I will grab this dimension, move it, and use Ctrl F to flip the arrows to the outside of the extension lines. And I will also grab the dimension text and move it here. Grab the arrowhead and hover over this edge so it will be placed 12 millimeters from the edge, like so. Then we have another dimension here, Ctrl F, and we see that it is the same as this one. So actually we just need one of them. We can add information to one of these dimensions that tells us that there are two M4 holes. So I will hide this dimension. Right click and choose Hide. And then I select this dimension, come over to the properties, and here in postfix I will type space, then left parenthesis 2 times and right parenthesis, and hit enter. So now we have the information that there are two linked M4 holes here. Then I will move this dimension, I will grab it, Ctrl F to move the arrows, and I will grab the arrowhead and place it 12 millimeters from the edge. Then I will grab this one, Ctrl F to flip the arrows to the outside, and will place it here. Do the same with this one, Ctrl F, and grab the arrowhead like so. And this is the dimension for the hole that goes right through into the hole here. So I can hide this dimension. So I will select it and choose Hide. Then we come up here, and this dimension 15 is for the hole that goes right through the pillar head. So I will hide this dimension. Then I will grab this one, and press Ctrl F and move it 12 millimeters from the edge, like so. And then we will add a center line here, so I will come up here to select center line, and I will click on this line here and that line to add it in the center. Then I will press escape to exit the center line command and grab this endpoint to extend it so it will go outside the pillar. Then I come down here. I will also add a center mark here. Click here, press escape to exit command, grab this endpoint and drag it through. And we will also add center lines here. Click on this line and that line. See now, this line and here as well. Then press escape to exit the command, and then I will grab this endpoint to extend the line. So now we will create a section view of the pillar. So I come up here to select section view, and we will select the vertical section line, and I will click here on the midpoint of this line. Grab the endpoint to drag this part of the section line outside the pillar, and I will do the same here. And we have to flip the arrows to the other side, so we come over here to the properties and click flip direction, and then we click apply and exit and place the section view here to the left. So now if we zoom in a bit, we see that the hatch lines are sticking outside the section view. And there is a setting that will fix that. If you come up here to options, and here we have technical drawing, and here we have section view, and here it says hatch accuracy based on part faceting. So I will check this box and then I will click OK. Nothing happens, but we have to right click here on the view. Let's see now, like so, and then we come up here to update view. Now we see that the hatch lines are inside the section view. So we will also add a center line here in this hole. So I will come up here to select center line and click inside this hole. Then I'll click apply and exit. So now we can dimension the pillar. So I will begin down here, select smart dimension, and I will select this line. And we will also add a diameter sign here. I come here to prefix and click here, and click here the down arrow to come to diameter sign, click on it, and then I will add a space, and then I will click here to place it 12 millimeters from the bottom. Then I come up here, I will also dimension this hole, like so, add a diameter sign, click here, add the sign, and then add a space, place the dimension there. I will also dimension the thickness of this part of the pillar, and I want to move the dimension text, so I will use the U key on the keyboard to unlock the dimension text temporarily. U key, and place the text here. And I need also a diameter sign here, so I will come to prefix, add a diameter sign, add a space, and hit enter once. And then I will dimension the height of the pillar, so I will begin down here. I will zoom out a bit. I will click here on this line and I come up here, and I will use the magnifying glass by pressing G, select this line here, G again to remove it, and I will place the dimension line there. Click here again, come up here, use the G key, click on this line and G key again, place the dimension there, click here, and I will come up here, the G key, select this line and press the G key again and place the dimension here. Then I will press escape to exit the command, and I will move this view a little bit to the left so that there will be a space between these two dimensions. And I will also move this dimension to this view, and I can do that by right-clicking this dimension and choose Move to another view. Then I click here and it will be moved to this view, so I will adjust it a little bit. I will also add a tolerance to this dimension here, so I will select the dimension, right-click, and go here to Tolerance, and I will check this box, and I will use ISO code system, so I will check this box and select H7 and click OK, and I will click OK here as well. Then I will press the Control key and then grab the text and drag it downward vertically, and I use the Control key so that I will not move the dimension line horizontally, so I will place the text here. Then I would like to add a tolerance for the straightness, so we come over here to the catalogs. We have a tolerance for straightness here, and down here we have a reference line, so we will select the reference first. I will select this one, drag it, then I will come up here and I will drop it here, and then I will grab it and drag it to this position, like so. Then I come up here and I will add this tolerance straight, and I will drop it here on the center line, and I will move it and place it here, like so. And then the next step is to create a broken out section of this part here. So I select the view, come over to Actions, and here we have broken out section. We come up here to select Polyline, and then we draw the area where we will have the broken out section. And go to the starting point. Then I press Escape, and we click here on this button to set the depth, and it is 30 millimeters. The bottom of the pillory is 60 millimeters, so this is half, and that's fine. So I will click OK, and we have created the broken out section of this part. Then we come down to the title block, and we will change the name here. Double click here and select it. Here we type Stirling Engine, and I will also add my letters, like so. And then you can add material, and you do that by right click this view and go to Edit Scene, and in the 3D scene you add material by using the Set Material in ICM Tools catalog. Perhaps you can choose brass, then you will have the material here and also the right weight. But I will double click the middle mouse button first, and then I will save this drawing. I come up here to save, and it will be saved as pillar. Now it says Stirling Engine. That's because I selected the pillar from the Stirling Engine scene. But I will type pillar here. Then I will click Save. And before you end this drawing, you can add more dimensions if you want to. But I will close the drawing.